It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard and the quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And here we have two teams that feel like they have that quarterback position of the future settled. There's going to be some growing pains. There's going to be some moments where that youth rears its head. But over the long term, both these organizations feel like they have an answer at the most critical position in all of sports.
About ready to get this one started. Amy Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Houston. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They motion the slot man left. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. Quick throw here is complete. 11 yards on the pass there. It's a Carolina first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points. That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
The motion man is Sanders. A 2nd down throw for Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
A gain of 17 yards. It's good for a Panther first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. That's to the right, caught by Sanders. And he's into the end zone. Jatavion Sanders. Touchdown, Carolina. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He's got it. And the Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
You could certainly make the case, Mike, that he had one of the best rookie seasons by a quarterback in NFL history. Not so much just his personal play, but he has completely rejuvenated that Houston Texans locker room and that Houston Texans organization. It was incredible watching him as a rookie. Tell you what, though, I think he's even more capable here in his second year under center.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go play action with Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. A pickup there of 19 yards. 1st down for Houston.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. The throw on the run is complete. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Texans 1st down. Throwing is Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. 15 yards through the air. First down for Houston.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Stroud. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
Give him a 12 yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
So you're on the sideline, and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did. I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. C.J. Stroud, touchdown, Houston. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Texans come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Raheem Blackshear on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense ready now for their second drive. We're trying to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. Young to throw on 1st and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the top.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game, Mike. These receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
The Texans offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. Not much to work with there. He'll get down to about the 22. He'll go right back to Mixon. And he'll get this close to a first down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the first down. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. Third and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. In motion now, it's Collins. They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. A second down throw for Stroud. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
Stroud going to set up to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
On second down, Stroud. That is caught to the goal line and in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans will move out to a 14-7 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll motion over Thielen. On 1st and 10, here's Young. Going to set up the screen here to Hubbard. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll send him over to the left. On 2nd down, Young. That's taken it. It's Xavier Leggett. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
A gain of 15. And the Panther first down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Receiver in motion, headed left. Out of the shotgun, Young. That's to the left side, hauled in by Leggett.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
On 1st down is Young. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spin it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
On play action, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the defense can come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Young to throw on 1st down. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Look at play action with Young. That is caught. And he's in. Xavier Leggett. Touchdown, Panthers.
Thank you so much for bringing us. For once, what we can see for me, it's 5 different celebrities that we can sleep with. Maybe I don't take it.
Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. The kick is good. The Panthers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here's Pierce for the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. This one, everything we could have hoped for at this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Now, Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. To throw is Stroud. That's into the hands of Diggs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll come up here, first and 10. Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for, and it's going to be third down.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with first and 10. From the gun, it's Young. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. One final throw before the break. That's over the middle to his tight end, Sanders. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's complete to Diggs. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Stroud. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 78 yards. Touchdown, Houston. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Texans have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Velus Jones now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. They'll begin 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Young. He'll tuck it and take off. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
Finds an alley to the 35. And he'll be taken down.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
First and 10. Back to throw. Young. That one taken in right side by Leggett. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Young hands it to Hubbard. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. They'll run with Hubbard. Marked down at the 6. Second and goal. The motion man is Sanders. One more time, it's Hubbard. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hubbard. Good blocking, and he's in. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Carolina. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Panthers will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
They will work the middle with Mixon. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
I told you likes dislikes how many stuff and how to dislike stuff he doesn't know.
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Third down, 3 to go. Stroud to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. He's going to have that first down, gain of 6, as they convert on third down.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on third down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the first down.
They'll go play action with Stroud. Throw across his body is complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. On play action, Stroud. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
A second down throw for Stroud. Brought in by the tight end, Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
They'll run on first down with Mixon. And he'll bring it inside the red zone. Finding space. Gain of 7. Inside the 20. Second down and 3. Now Stroud. He's going to tuck it and go. Stroud avoids the contact as he slides to a stop after picking up the first down. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And the Texans are going to have it first and goal. They'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Stroud going to set up to throw. And he will fight his way to the end zone. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Houston. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Fairbairn to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Texans go up by 7, 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Out of the shotgun, Young. He's got his tight end, Sanders. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. There's a handoff to Hubbard. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. They'll go again with Hubbard. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
I think what stands out here, Mike, is there's a lot of guys in the league with the ball in their hands. They have great straight line speed. But it's the footwork. It's the ability to make you miss. That's what stands out about this guy, and you can see here on the big game.
Set to go now on first and 10. Young. That's to the right, caught by Sanders. And he Brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now Young. That's caught. It's the tight end Sanders. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
Sending a receiver right. Young to throw on 1st and 10. Over the middle. He's got Leggett. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. He's down inside the 10. A gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Young. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. They'll put a receiver in motion right. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. And now he's back out to kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Second down, and here's a run, and here's Mixon. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. They'll run a draw with Mixon, and he'll be taken down right at the 35-yard line. And now at 152, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. The Texans set to punt this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. The visitors' offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Taking off. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Here's first down. From the gun, it's Young. He'll run again. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
He'll take off again. And Young will have a first down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that first down marker is, he's able to pick up the first down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Slot receiver headed right. On second down, Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Big play coming up, 3rd and 7, and the crowd on their feet. Slot man in motion right. Here's Young. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And penalty flags come in Throws up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Here we go. One final play. And this is going to be a touchdown. What a finish. They win it on the final play.